Hello everyone, my name is Paul Stamayoyi and we're back with Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 343, Archen. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And before I get into this episode's topic, I want to talk about a very minor thing that I screwed up last episode. I said that it was episode 242, but no, it was 342. I'm sorry. I completely blanked out. Sometimes I blank out with these, and sorry about that. Just immediately want to say that if you're watching the last episode, then you watch this episode next, or if you ever comment, I'm gonna even put it in the description, just to make sure that you don't think that I absolutely forgot and didn't know my mistake. No, I did. I do know my mistake, so I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I'm hoping I don't make that mistake a lot because it's just like I said, I've gone past 200, gone past 100. It's just sometimes it gets confused, and I'm sorry about that. But anyways, now I'm gonna get into the topic. So, this topic is by me, and it's a life tip. So I'm just gonna say it. So pretty much, whenever you eat, as long as there's no like pets or anything around that you know you won't accidentally step on because you're not paying attention to you walking, like looking at the ground. Um, but so pretty much it is just walk when you can eat, as long as you're not like having a hard time eating food. And plus, don't drink while you're walking because that's a really bad idea. You may have done it many times, but you never know when you'll accidentally like stop or stumble, and then it'll go down the wrong, as they say, the wrong pipe, which is like going down your breathing tube. Like, I'm not saying like you have a plastic tube in you. I'm saying like your actual tubes that food and stuff goes down, water and air goes through. So those are like two different ones for food and water, and then the one that has air to go through. So yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Otherwise, you'll be coughing a lot. Every time that happens with me, I cough a lot, and it takes a lot of coughing until I'm like all done, coughing because of that. But anyways, because yeah, it's just good to walk while you eat, as long as, like I said, you won't like have a hard time eating and or going to like accidentally drop something. As long as you make sure you don't do that, then if you do, then just don't walk. Just make sure to just stay still while you're eating or doing whatever that is, and of course, never drink while you were moving. 'Cause, yeah, it's not a good idea. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty much it for the life tip. So it's just mainly just so you know, so you always are good at walking. I know you're probably thinking, well, you must be pretty stupid if you forget how to walk. Well, no, because a lot of people forget little things like that, uh, and just sometimes if they're not used to walking, they're not really that great at it. So no, it's really not. It's those people like that say that kind of stuff. It's just you getting better at walking. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's some kind of exercise too. So of course you want to work out, of course, on the certain days that you're able to. But yeah, it's just something that I think is very important that I personally do. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to talking to about Pokemon Soul Silver. So once again, when I was waiting for the last episode to transfer over to the flash drive, I still couldn't think of Karen's sixth Pokemon. I really don't remember what it is. I really don't. I'll try to think of it eventually, but I don't know. Because I don't want to look it up because I'll feel so disappointed if I do. So yeah. So anyways, um, what else was I gonna say? Um, oh yeah. Well, anyway, the final thing I'm talking about, what I did with Pokemon Soul Silver yesterday, is I guess yeah, Victory Bell I think reached level 90 or 91, so that's pretty good progress. Pretty good. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's it for Pokemon Soul Silver, what I did for yesterday. So anyway, now I'm going to talk about a Pokemon Omega Ruby. So I did indeed take Tentacool into Pokemon Amy and took care of her and all that. Gave her a few pats. And it was even cool the first time I actually succeeded in doing the little face emotes, like where it would say that you have to like wink or turn your head and like play a game. It's really funny. But first time I actually did that successfully, because when I was trying it for the first time, Pokemon Y, I didn't know exactly how to do it, but I was able to like do it pretty good. So yeah. Even though it didn't get the affection and all that up, I'm not going to just bother with doing it more until she evolves, and when I like, of course, get other Pokemon to do that with. But anyway, yeah, so I was able to train her up to the same level as Whismer, which was level 19. So that is pretty awesome. I cleared out the area that you had to use cut, like that was next to the rest house. Cleared that place out. Then I moved all the way on to Dewford Town again. Then I explored the city, took on the trainers outside of Granite Cave, went through Granite Cave, got the TM Flash, and it's really cool that they added this. You actually can't continue on in that cave before you defeat the Brawly and get the second gym badge, because there are people in the way. And it's so cool that they added that, because it's another new thing. And I know I did mention this when I said I defeated Roxanne's gym, but she has a pretty cool, decently new layout, because it was kind of the same as from the original games, Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. But of course, this one's much more detailed, showing it has like, I think it even has a place, yeah, inside of it. That's how you restore your fossils too, which I think is really cool. So that's a cool design I completely forgot to mention. But Brawly's gym, man, this design I have never seen. It is so awesome. Completely different from the first time in Ruby and Sapphire where you went against his gym, because in that one you had to, you didn't need flash, but you would have a little light, and each time you would defeat a trainer, the light would get bigger. And then when you defeated the Brawly, the whole place got lit up. But it was awesome. It was really awesome back then. And I defeated 2 of the trainers, and I'm going to be going to the second way, like to go through the dark, and that one looks pretty tough because you gotta go through a certain amount. I didn't want to because I wanted to save before the next trainer, but I didn't know exactly what the next trainer was, so I just saved right next to the switch, which I think, it's like I said, it's such a cool design. I'm gonna be so blown away, I'm sure, by the new designs. So right away, I'm gonna say something that I found out. So I found out a different team member that I was gonna have. I'm just gonna say this right away. So the team I originally thought I was gonna go with is, I already have my Whismer, of course. I already got my Tentacle, of course. Then the next one was going to be Archen in Granite Cave, and that's only in it's not on the first floor. It's like second floor and below. But anyway, keep in mind, like I said, I'm playing Omega Ruby, so gotta make sure these certain ones are in there. But I also realized, looking in the second floor, you can also find Mile. And I know Archen is already a Steel type, but Mile is also a Fairy type, so that would be a new typing. So definitely gonna have Mile on the team. Originally, I was going to only get Archen. That was the only new Pokemon I was gonna get from that place to put on my team. Then further on, I was gonna eventually, when I reached above Slateport City, I was gonna whatever electric type I found first, whether it was Plusle, Voltorb, or Electrike, that's still going to happen on my teams. But sorry, spoiler alert. I wanted to keep this from before, from when I actually got it in the game, but since I'm telling you about the mistake and the thing I found out, I might as well tell you what exactly I was going to do. So I'm still going to be getting whatever electric type I find first out of those 3. And then a Gulpin as well as a poison type. And then the one that was going to be the 6th team member, because I didn't realize that Mile was in the cave, because I was even thinking back then. I'm glad I double checked as well. I was like even thinking that I was like, I swear I encountered back in Ruby and Sapphire Mile in Granite Cave, and I was like, I was correct, yeah. So I'm so glad I double checked on that. So anyways, so pretty much the 6 team member was going to be Volbeat or Illumis, because that would be like a bug type, and that's another new one to the team. So that was the 6th one I was going to do, but now it's going to be the only guaranteed one left after I get Mile and Aeron is going to be Gulpin, and then whatever, like I said, whatever electric type I find first, whether that's Electrike, Voltorb, or Blustle, whatever one of those, because I've never used those before. So pretty excited. So it's a lot of variety, and I already have 2 Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. The one I'm going to be focusing the Mega Evolution on is only going to be Aggron whenever Aeron gets to that evolution. But because mainly Mile and Electrikes, if I do get the Electric, of course, no guaranteed, but their Megas are cool, but they can't really take hits. Aggron, though, has great defense, so I'm more safe with him, whatever gender, him or her, more safe with it having the Mega Evolution, because I know that thing can hopefully at least take 1 hit. So, but of course, Mile and and Manectric, I know their Mega Evolutions are cool, but when it comes to them taking a hit, they really can't. And I realize that especially because I have my own Mile I use in battles online in Pokemon Y, so of course I would know that. But yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much the progress, and that's what my team will be for that game. And you can say what you want about the team, but for me, like I said, I'm not saying I'm a Pokemon master, but I'm the kind of person that will try every single Pokemon at least once, and I'll do my best to, train them until I can beat the game with them. So, yeah. So that's pretty much how I roll. Like I said, you may think completely differently that I'm not a legendary Pokemon trainer, but I believe I am, because the fact that I'm just giving every Pokemon a chance and actually working with them through a whole game, I think that makes me pretty legendary. Especially when it comes to me dueling with Yu-Gi-Oh! The way I duel fair. I think that makes me pretty legendary as well. So I'm just a legendary person in general. You can say what you want about that, but I completely believe that. But anyways, yeah. So now on to, I did finally have a battle on Pokemon Y yesterday. Finally. It was a person that didn't even say they wanted to battle in their description. They just accepted my challenge, and they had some pretty crazy ones. I almost took them down, so I was using my my main Pokemon team, which I know Diggersby was a part of too, but I just count him part of the Capture Helpers team whenever I fight. So I had Delphox, Talonflame, Pavilion, Simisage, and Simipour. So that was the one I was rocking with. And we'll do one more and then I gotta be done for the episode. But anyway, yeah, I used them, and my opponent only had 3. And he was pretty honorable, because he was using Rayquaza, a Metagross, and a Salamence. So it was pretty tough. Pretty tough. I really wanted to face him with Grapparus, but I guess he had to leave or something, because I tried to challenge him, but then like a minute after he had to leave. So that was disappointing, but maybe today I will. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course. So feel free to. The link is in the description down below. And I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, Ponstomayoi, and goodbye.